TIFU by thinking I was seriously ill. I got on a 6-hour flight and immediately fell asleep. About 4 hours in, I wake up with excruciating pain in what I could describe as my intestinal area. I went to the bathroom, thinking maybe I ate something bad, but nothing came out of me. I'll try to describe the pain. Every now and then I would feel excruciating pain somewhere in my intestinal area for about 20 seconds, like I was being stabbed. And then it would stop. The pain started being more recurrent. So by the end I was having an episode every 12 minutes. Naturally, I googled it, and of course the worst possible answers were shown to me, and I was 99% sure I was going to die from appendicitis. I actually almost called the flight attendant to ask about medical care once we landed. I kept going to the bathroom hoping all I had was explosive diarrhea with a delayed start. But nothing came out. About 30 minutes before we landed, I went to the bathroom one last time. And finally something happened. The longest fart I've ever squeezed out of my butt came to life. I'm not kidding. I farted for at least a minute non-stop. High flow of air. And suddenly, I was cured. So yeah, TLD, or by keeping in my farts and letting them build up to the point they got stuck and I thought I had appendicitis. Trapped air feels terrible, especially if it gets up under your ribs. I speak from experience. Counterintuitively, drinking something carbonated helps, because the bubbles move the air that is already in your belly. Also, crawling or doing the downward dog yoga pose can help. Although not possible on a plane. Obviously. Hope it doesn't catch you again. There is an association between pressurized flights and changing altitudes, air pressure that can lead to gas trapping. Discomfort and severe pain as gas already present in the GI system can expand or contract and cause pressure or distension of areas throughout the GI system. As other commenters have mentioned, trapped gas is incredibly painful. Colicky baby, anyone? Look up jet belly. There are some tips to avoid in the future. This is why babies cry when they get gassy. In high school, I get bad gas during lunch. Every day. I was terrified to let it out, so instead of going outside or to the bathroom, I'd just hold it in. I'd then have horrible gas pains the rest of the day. This led to the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me in high school. It was the last day of class and I was in math. I was dozing off and noticed the bell was about to ring, so half asleep, I reached for my other books on the window sill next to me when it happened. A loud fart slipped out. I was hoping I was just dreaming, but I wasn't. I was then hoping nobody heard, but I was wrong. I sense someone staring at me and I look over. The hottest girl in school looks at me and loudly says, "Did you seriously just fart?" The whole class erupted in laughter. The bell rang and I ran out of there. I was mortified. This happens to me practically every time I fly. I take GASX pills which help a little, but it can be horrible. Haha, once I thought I had trapped gas. And the pain was so excruciating I ended up heading to the ER and it was a kidney stone. Gas can be absolutely miserable. Doesn't help on an airplane. But if you're dealing with gas pain, look up gas relief yoga or fart yoga on YouTube and do the poses in a well-ventilated area. Don't feel bad. The same thing happened to me when I was in my early 20s. Except, I was at home. So I went to the hospital. I was pretty embarrassed when they told me it was just gas. And after giving me medicine, it went away. A couple of months later, the same thing happened. So I tried to tough it out. After an evening in excruciating pain where I couldn't stand up straight, my friend's mom took me back to the ER. This time, it was my appendix about to burst. One emergency surgery later, and I was good. My mom went to the ER once because she thought she had appendicitis from all the horrible pain. They did an ultrasound and turns out it was just gas. LPT, if you think you have appendicitis, stand straight up, on your toes as much as you can, then land pretty decently hard. Not to the point of pain but to the point of jolting your body. On your heels. If that makes the pain extremely worse, you probably should be seen immediately. Jumping slightly should also work. You mean TIFU by holding in farts? Hee hee. Glad you are okay. This happened to me one evening. I was screaming, crying into a pillow, with what was the worst pain of my life. I felt like someone had a grip on my intestines and was wrangling them. Finally took some anti-gas. After hours of incredible pain, immediate relief, my boyfriend was about to take me to the ER. Gas pain is horrible. I have IBS-C and I have 12 episodes each year where I wake up with the most excruciating upper abdominal pain that has me in tears in the fetal position for hours. But it's always just gas pain, constipation, saluting face. The first time it happened I thought I was dying and went to the ER and was so embarrassed, tears of joy. A fart stuck sideways. I absolutely love when this happens to other people, and they talk about it. I'm not alone. Ha ha ha. Yes, flying does the same thing to me if I don't get up and walk the aisles once in a while. Gotta work that gas buildup down and out. This same thing happened to me once. I was about ready to drive myself to the emergency room. LMAOI was not EXPECTINHYHE, minute long fart. Look up Laughter on the 23rd Floor by Neil Simon. You just described an entire scene in the play. Similar thing happened to me on a flight once. Except I knew it was gas, but I was holding it in BC. I didn't want to go to the bathroom. I hate having to use the airplane bathrooms. Felt so much relief when I went and let it out.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.